Good evening. Sorry for the super long delay. Had a little issue at the house tonight, so that was really fun. Right when I started the stream too. Right when I started it. So how is everybody? Y'all doing good? Okay. Don't know why my decibel level is crazy high. Must be a little glitch or something there. Turn that down a little bit. Yeah, it's something on OBS. So hopefully the audio is coming through for you all right. I hope it is. If not, my apologies. It is not the night to stream, but hey, we only started 41 minutes late, so anyway, okay. I didn't get diddly squat done the last time I was there. So, but I did get this tested. Guys, I did get this tested. And it's the Salfords. The Salfords do not work for this map, at least on my game. The Fent works like a champ. So I leased it. I even leased a new Sulfur just to see if it was the one that I had for some weird looking reason. That is not the case. So anyway, let's go fill this up. All we got, at least we might as well use it, right? Might as well use it. But yeah, those sulfurs, they do not work, which I'm a little disappointed in, because you can fill them suckers up so full. They can hold a lot of fertilizer. I kind of like that about it. But you know, if it don't work. So probably off camera I'll get rid of these. But yeah, I took the one and it does the same thing. I made a little pass here and it did not like it. So is what it is. Okay, so let's empty this. We're gonna fold this up. Just gonna get it out of the way for right now. I believe this was the new one. Alright. And hook that. Hook this one up here quick. Unfold. I'm just gonna park this one in front of the other one. Because if it don't work, we're not using it. I hope something gets that working good. So, meanwhile, while we're releasing this, we might as well make use of it. So that's what we're gonna do here. Oh, a little much there. Get her filled up here quick. I do apologize again. But I had to take care of something. It was more important than streaming. So got that taken care of and should be good from here on out. I do apologize again for it. So, alright, let's fold around here. The old button. Okay, what are we going to put? We're obviously going to do, I think we're going to do these 3 wheat this time. So, I think that was the plan. Nice part, you can go just a little faster with this one, it looks like. go just a little bit faster. Alright, let's back her up. And we'll put some out here. I think this is a decent way to go to put some of this down a little pre. I kind of like the idea of putting the pre down a little bit. Now I wish that the weeds would come up like they do on See and Spray, because that would be realistic. They need the weeds to come up more realistic on See and Spray instead of just a blanket like this. I don't like that piece of it, because this field would be clean normally. I mean, you would either till it or you would do something with it to clean it up. You wouldn't leave these weeds out here all the time. So, yeah. Okay. I don't know what we'll do this field and that other field, and I think we're ready to need to kind of advance a day, I think, and then that isn't going to pick up. Yep, okay. See, it didn't even get it right there. It didn't even acknowledge it. So something is up with that whole deal there. So hopefully it gets figured out. If not, we're going to have to figure out how we can cough up the money for one of these old girls. I don't know how that's gonna work that bad, but it's a nice little rig. Almost wish it was a little wider, and that's where that sulfur, say, holds so much. You could get some of the big fields done without probably refilling up. But we're really not using a whole lot here either, so. Got a ways to go get this old girl up to wheat. 165 kilograms. Wow, it's pretty big. That's pretty big. We can knock out some acres in this old girl, though. We really can. I haven't had time to decide on what we're doing. Are we gonna go cattle route? Are we gonna go crop route? I really haven't had time to decide that yet. I haven't even given it much thought. I've been swamped. Was swamped yesterday. Had this crap happen tonight. I'm all scatterbrained. I apologize for all that. That was nonsense. But you know, I'm probably more ticked off than you are, to be honest. So. Alright, that field's done. That was actually fairly quick. I'll be dang. go, Betty. What are you doing? What are you doing? There we go. And we will square this one off. Back around. If this thing just turned shorter with the front steer, you wouldn't need the 4-wheel, but they apparently don't turn very sharp, I guess. These are a lot different over here. Not putting down near the pounds. Must be some different soil type. Yeah, it looks like we don't have to go near as high. This is silty clay. It's not the best. Best is loam. Oh, just ran right at that tree. Did you see that? Just ran right into that tree. See if we can try rounding this thing out. I think we left something there. Oh yeah, we did. Should burn through some fuel already. We didn't do anything but drive it over here, and she's chooching through some fuel. Oh, gotta go right back on it, don't we? I really hope the audio ain't messed up with you guys, because it's still showing that I'm just maxing out the decibels. I don't know why, but it's showing that I'm maxing them out. A little tiny bit there, didn't we? I don't know why it has these little, like, why is there a gap there? There should not have been a gap there. Just weird little glitchy stuff like that. Like, there shouldn't have been one there. There's not even a little white streak. I need to get some of that. I need to get some of that fixed a little bit. Okay. Oh. Disengage the auto track, didn't we? And the speed. Alright, that field is done. We have 5,000 left. As much as I'd like to keep leasing this, I don't know if I'm gonna. I'm trying to remember if did I do all the nitrogen on these already or not? That's the trouble. When it doesn't look perfect, that was the nice part. When it looked perfect, everything was good. Now, this one I don't think has been done. These, probably. All right, let's turn our drop sensor on. We'll just see what she does here. Oop, we put her in a bad spot there. We broke the boom and everything. Okay, yeah, I think this one is. Oh. Looks like she's good to go. Yeah, there's a couple little spots. I'm not going to really worry about that. We are going to go take it to that other grass field while we've got it. So let's fold up. Let's go over that other grass field and see what's happening. Happy. Get her in the old cab here. A bit of cab view. Oh, I bet it's too short, ain't it? It's sensing it, I guess, so. We'll try it. We'll try it here. Nope. Too small, I guess. No crop is detected, so, okay. Well, we are September 1st. We might lease it through the end. We're going to get a discount on it because the dealership sold us a hunk of junk sulfur that doesn't work. And they're going to pay us back for the other lease that we did. So, for us to keep buying from them, they're gonna give this to us. Not like purchasing wise. No, I'm not gonna say they also have $1 million. No, not that. But to use, because that's what we wanted to do and we were set up for. Yes, they're gonna let us use it for the rest of the season. Hoping that we'll buy it. I don't know if we will. Don't know if we will. All right, no new contracts there. I think we are ready to. I think we're ready to. Yeah, we gotta wait till January now. That kind of ticks me off. I was ready for that right at about now. Ready for a big old pay checker. Big old pay checker. Surely the tailor shop has more than. Hopefully they have a pallet, don't they? Why can't I jump? There we go. I'm sure they have a pallet, don't they? Oh, yes. Oh, thank the Lord. Okay, good. We got 306. So, 1, 2, 3, 4,000 in close. So if I go to close. Oh my. 20,000? So it'd be 20.25 times, what did I say, 6? Is that what it was? 1, 2, 3, 4? 4,000, okay. $81,000 sitting right there, guys. $81,000. Basically where we're at right now. That's That's kind of crazy. Okay, I don't think eggs are not. They're in the spring, aren't they? They're like, what the hell are eggs? Jeez Louise. I am all messed up tonight. I apologize again. October, November. Okay, so we don't have to quite wait as long. Okay. That one's going to be June. Perfect. All right, so let's start speeding up some time here. And we're going to go to the sheep place. Go to the sheep barn. We're going to wait for this old girl to get... Oh, what do we have for cows? Let's look at the moo cows and chickens. Chickens are good. Cows are good. Goats are good. Horses are getting a little low on hay, but they're okay. I want to check on my slurry as well. See if we need to move some of that. Nope, 62,000 will be alright for at least today. Another pallet of wool coming in. Oop, need to get my forklift out. And then got her going. Alright, how much do you have in you? 517 liters? Coming up on night? Any good deals at the... Oh, they got that one now. Actually, slow down for a second. We're going to get rid of those sulfurs over there. They are leaving because they do not work. Especially the one that's leased. So that's a $6,000 lease. I got my other wrote down here what it originally cost me. So 6091. All right. Return. So that cost me $16,112. So we're going to add that back into our account because they're the ones that messed up. What did I say again? 16,112. 16,112. All right, got that back. And we're going to keep this going a little bit fast yet. Not quite that fast. Go about there. You go get that. We're going to go take this one over there and sell it. We'll take a hit on it. We have 60,000 now. I'm going to see what the actual hit we take on it is before I make that judgment. As we actually put about, if I remember right, $4,000 or $5,000 in repairs in this thing at the same time. So we need to see what's going on there anyway. Nope, got it caught. Tore a hole in the building. We're gonna repaint, repair. We'll take it. All right. New contracts. Plowing. 13,000. I'll probably take that, I guess. Not too bad. Let's get you hooked onto the plow then. You go check on my wool again. Dark out. You think the lights would come on? That's right. We got enough moonlight here. We'll be all right. Yep, that pallet's full as well. Just on No, I need to create a job is what we need to do. Was that thing yet? That one, okay. How do you get to that one? Well, that'll be fun for him to go find out how he can get there. You're gonna tell me no, how do I get there? Take off, take off. Oh, that's a little light there, okay. Let's go over here and visit this place again. Alright, now we can continue speeding up time. Contract check. All good so far. Horses looking good. Chickens, cows. Need to get rid of these older ones. They're starting to fade. Price is going down. I'm sure their reproduction and milk productivity is going down as well. So. And we'll go just a little ways here. And only one yet. That's the only one. Alright, we're going to keep this speeding along to a certain point. Tailor shop's about another thou. Oh. We're out of fabric? Oh. Takes 4 of that though, don't it? Let's just deactivate that for now. Let it boil up in there. Hopefully that's how it works. Alright, how is the moo cows? They should be doing okay. Straw's getting low, milk's getting high. We need to take a couple loads of milk in probably. Where is thy truck? Already hooked up to her. That's what I like here. Alright, let's haul hay, boys. Oh, needed me a little swig there. Oops. Let's get this hauled over here. We do need another dairy. Or the dairy needs to work faster, one of the two. Yeah, I have enough money to, oh, not this one. I have enough money to, what is milk productivity? Or not productivity, milk price. Coming off of a peak. Actually, not a bad price. How much do we have in ours? We got to be filling up. Yeah, we're only 40,000 away from filling it, so. Now, this little piece over here, little piece over there, I could build me 1 or 2 things on it, almost looks like. Maybe I could put me another spinnery over there. Or maybe another, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. Dairy probably needs to go over there, actually. Put a dairy over there and something else, probably. That would be my guess. Rolling hard here. Supposed to get some rain tonight. We could use just a little shower. Don't need like 2 inches or 3 or 4 or 5. We just a good half inch, good inch would be really good. Yeah, some spots that are drier, they definitely take an inch. Here where we're at, if we took a half inch, I'd be okay. Sprinkled around this morning a little bit and I don't really know what I wanted to do. Oh, we need to check the old dealer. See what he's got on the used lot. Probably the same dang stuff. A lot of egg pallets over there. Jeez Louise. Alright, let's check this quick. And of course you're going to save as I'm going down the road. And I clicked the wrong dang one anyway. Jeez Louise. Oh, they got a rotary hoe on there. We get us a little Boda. Oh, we get us. Oh, heck yeah. There ain't really nothing there that I need, so. It's probably a good thing. Probably a good thing. Oh, I need to see if that old boy, is he working in there yet? Nope, he's not. Okay. Let's just stop here quick. Let's get him going, because that's going to take a little while. We'll get it done, bud. Cooking. We're gonna. Oh, I need a little bit of. It's not really going to give me much, though, is it? How about just selling a load of milk? Just see what the price is. Just get rid of a load, because we're going to fill up anyway, so, I mean, it can only do so much. See what it is here at the bakery. I might just leave that there. Bakery is going to pay me milk. Good enough for me, it'll be alright. Takes a little while. Jeez Louise. $17,000. Not bad. What happens to all these cows out here if I buy this? They just come with the place? How does that work? How does that work? The sunflowers look really nice. Yes. No, we should be. If this ain't brown yet, we're not ready on anything. Might be getting ready to drill though. Or is that November? But we're putting that weed in. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, we need to be drilling some wheat. I'll hop in on this just to get off. Oh, where did my... What? Where did she go? There she is. Oh, do we need to till that up? I bet we do. Oh, that's a 6. What is this? Oh my goodness. No. How many ponies does that take? It's more than what that little guy's got to offer, I bet. We could use the articulated. It's a little overkill for him, but... 300? That little guy has what? He's got how much? Where's my M series at? Ooh, excuse me. I thought that was an M. Am I crazy? No, it's a 6R 185. I don't know. Jesus, I thought it was an M. Whatever. $230 ponies. Well, jeez Louise. I think we're gonna have to till all that up anyway, so. We'll work on the tillage with this old beast. Only goes 14, but nothing bogs her down. She just stays steady. The old versatile Big Roy. Never even knew this tractor existed, honestly. Never knew it existed. I knew the other ones did. The old Ford and the old Versatiles. Those, I knew those did. This one, Never heard of her in my life. Let's go do a little tillage with her, though. Oh, we need to slow down time probably a little bit now, too. See how she works pulling up the hill. I bet she just eats it. 600 ponies, she should. I'm gonna get a big air seeder and see how she pulls that old beast. Going to the next field. Look at that big Roy. It is a ginormous cab. I did not realize there's seats on each side in the back. Why do you need 3 people in here? Is this like a go-to-town car or something? It's behind there. What, those gauges and stuff? I have to take a look at that. What is that? What is this stuff? It's just the AC. Well, yeah, you better have a big AC. You get 3 people in here. In a ginormous cab at the same time. She really swings her right end around, doesn't she? Oh yeah, listen to her purr. That's a crisp sound right there. I tell you what, that is a crisp sound. Yeah, man. Tired now all of a sudden. It would be pretty sweet driving one of these big old beasts, kind of like a big bud. I've always been fascinated by big buds. It's just Big Roy. Big Roy. Oh, Lord, we swung out there pretty big, didn't we? Oh, and we're going to skip on the other side, aren't we? Oh, we made it. Ah, we gotta go get that. Shifter. 2, 3, 4, 5. How many gears she got? She's just lugging 1,400. Uh-oh, she might be going down now. She's pulling her at 6. This tractor sounds good. Still needs the black smoke. I know that's not environmental friendly, but just get some black smoke on them. Well, she had downshift there. We had her too high. We did have her pretty. She was in a high-end gear, that's for sure. Gosh, she can run 6 on the flat though, can't she? We get this field done, I'm calling her night, guys. It's getting late, I'm tired. Early day. full day tomorrow too. We'll get some hopeful work done over the weekend, and maybe get ready for some harvest or something. Maybe that'll be the next episode, is harvest again. Hopefully. We'll get the hay out of the way. We'll get the seed in the ground here, and we can get a couple of those things done so we can get ready for harvest. Whew, man, excuse me. Engine's in the bag on this old girl. What the heck is all this in the front? The transmission or something? Like, why is there such a Sure, I don't know. And like I said, I don't know much about this tractor. I really don't. Never claimed to. Not a versatile man. You guys know me. Just because I own it, don't mean I like it. I think it's neat and cool, but still in 6th gear. She went right up that hill, didn't she? Just rolling. Alright, a couple more passes. We're going to get this finished on up. Oh, gotta get back up on here, I guess. On downshift. We're going to head downhill anyway. Or upshift, Jesus, downshift. And 1 days. We're about out of it. And now we should be good. Oh, left a weed there. We'll get it. We got her. Now she's going. This is a great sound right here. The old turbo just a whistling away. Is there a light on the back of that? It's not. What the heck is it? It's a camera. This is a ginormous camera. Why do I need a camera that big? Look how big that camera is. There's the old vintage one. Oh, you can see it turning up in here, huh? Radiator up here? Once again, why do you have this ginormous hood? That way we save the old fuel, sipping on gin and juice. No, we don't need to fold. We don't need to fold. Unfold it. We gotta go down this one. All right. Well, we're gonna get this seeded hopefully over the weekend. We're gonna get these couple hay fields done here over the weekend as well. So that's all good. We're going to try to gear up for harvest. We're going to get these seeded. Ooh, contract is done. Nice. No new ones yet. Just got paid on it. So now, cancel job. Destination. Gear one. Okay. Well, I want to thank. What is? Oh, it was on auto track. Just hear purr. That's a good sound. I like it. Well, I appreciate everybody who did join in. I'm sorry if you joined in and I wasn't on. There's 30, 40 minutes there where I wasn't. I had an emergency I needed to get to quick. Got all that taken care of. Everybody's good. Everything's good like that. So. But hopefully that doesn't happen again. It just may have not been it wasn't my night, that's for sure. Wasn't quite my night, but I do appreciate everybody watching. I hope you all have a good weekend. I hope you have some fun this weekend. Here this weekend, it's supposed to be nice out. If it's hot, go find a pool, go find the beach, go find somewhere to sit down and take a load off, sip a lemonade, sip a drink, whatever you're doing, whatever you're into. Go camping, play with the family, whatever. Just have fun, alright? But, once again, thanks everybody who is watching this. Please like, share, subscribe, do all those fancy things. It helps me out if you like it. If you don't have to. That's alright. But anyway, good night everybody. I appreciate everything and we will see you next week. Thank you.